Well, hey there. So today is day 41 of 84 Days of the Artist's Way, which means that tomorrow is the exact halfway point. And what's cool about that is that tomorrow is the 4th of July, so I could probably extract some meaning out of that. Yesterday, and you might be able to tell from the sunburn transitioning to suntan going on all over me right now, and in fact, the reason, normally I just wear a tank top, but the reason I'm wearing this nice little house coat of sorts is because I wore a tank top while I was biking yesterday, and my shoulders are now kind of red. So yeah, I'm just trying to cover them up. In fact, I covered them up because I didn't want to show them in this video, and now I just did, so I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. But anyway, while I was on this massive bike ride yesterday and really loving it, it got me thinking of Ben. It got me thinking of Ben. It got me thinking again, who's Ben? It got me thinking again about this idea that I talked about, I don't know, a week ago, a couple days ago, I can't remember anymore. This artist's way idea about running for the bus. You pray that the bus will come, but you still have to run for it. And I was thinking about that yesterday in the context of the ability to ask for help and the privilege that comes with being able to get help. Let's just say financially. Because I have people in my life who are supportive. It's not living on anybody's dime. It's just, hey, we'd like to help you out right now. We know you're kind of in a tight spot. That's it. I don't feel good about talking about it. I kind of don't want to talk about it anymore. But I was talking about it with somebody else, and and he was in a similar situation and feeling incredibly guilty about it and feeling like, I don't want anyone to know that I've gotten any kind of help. I feel, it's like this privileged guilt. This idea being, of course, that here I am easily accepting this help where someone else could be in my exact situation and probably is right now, and they're totally fucked, and I'm not totally fucked. When we were talking about it, the conclusion that we kind of came to, the only thing that I can do, because I can't not accept it because other people can't have it, there's no logic in that. The only thing that I can do is be grateful, is to be really, really grateful and to not take advantage of it. And to recognize that, whatever help I'm able to get right now, I know that I can and will give back to the world in some way. I'm going to transfer that energy in some way. And I think that's really, I think that's important. I think that's what gratitude kind of suggests, is that by being grateful for it, I also recognize the ways in which I can give this back. And so I, make space for that in my life of how can I give this back. One of the things that Julia Cameron says about this whole idea of running for the bus is accepting that we're allowed to catch the bus. And that is such a huge barrier. I needed to accept that I'm allowed to ask for help right now. That there is a myth that I'm supposed to do this all by myself. That there is this, virtue in martyrdom, and that I suffered for this. And that, again, that idea of the blood, sweat, and tears, and that if you have not been wrung dry like a tea towel, then you really haven't, earned your way to where you are right now. I think all of that is complete and total bullshit, but obviously I've operated to some extent under that idea. And I'll say that as I gave into the idea that that wasn't true, and that if someone's offering you help, don't be a dickhead, accept it. I've found that life is a lot less painful, and the necessity for that suffering is a myth as well. There's no necessity for suffering, we know that, but often in our lives, we believe these stories that one of the main ingredients is suffering. Suffering is the yeast that will make everything rise. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You're not going to learn from your suffering. You're not going to, extract all of these lessons and all of these experiences and scars to show off as war wounds to toughen you up. All of that is bullshit. Toughen you up for what? If you think you have to suffer to get where you want to go because that way you won't ever forget the lessons you've learned, oh my God, stop. No one's impressed by your martyrdom. And so it really, I really did connect that for myself, that asking for help, I had to accept that I was allowed to have help. I was allowed to get help. And that was really the same idea as accepting that I am allowed to catch the bus. I'm allowed to be successful. So anyway, that's really my thought for today, is that a reminder that I'm allowed to catch the bus. And it's coming here to pick me up. So if I don't catch it because, I don't want to I want someone else to have that seat, then I'm really just being incredibly ungrateful for the fact that a bus is coming for me. That's all. I will see you tomorrow for another day of 84 Days of the Artist's Way. Thanks. Bye.